This is Rob Turbot for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted to be joined by Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe.
What's happening?
I'm good, how are you?
Great.
Dressed down today, not used to seeing you outside of a suit.
Just coming from the gym.
Obviously we're here today for the Wilder-Ortiz open workout for the media, ahead of his bout, his rematch with Deontay Wilder on the 23rd of November. Talk to me about the fight, Leonard.
It's a great fight. You got two warriors in a rematch. It's a fight that Deontay asked for, and he asked for it for a reason. And that's one of the reasons I would like to commend Deontay doing the unthinkable. You know, Wilder-Ortiz is not a guy that any of the other heavyweights are raising a hand to fight. We know that Joshua, wanted to fight him. With the exception of Joshua, there's no other heavyweights out there who've been actively wanting to fight him. And for obvious reasons, because he's a tough out for anyone. I think in this fight, the difference in this fight, this is why it will be an even better fight than the first fight, is because of Ortiz's conditioning. In this fight, he's retained strength and conditioning coach, guru, Larry Wade. I think he's the best in the biz from his work that he's done with Porter, Plant, Badu Jack, just to name a few, all world champions. It's going to be a great fight. We know that Ortiz will be in the best shape of his life. And again, Deontay Wilder, again, we know that you cannot for 1 second take your eye off the prize. Have a lapse in anything you're doing when you're fighting Deontay Wilder, because it's lights out.
Obviously, a lot of the talk has been about Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury in February is the rumoured date. What does it say about Deontay Wilder that he's willing to take arguably the toughest fight out there outside the champions when he's got that multi-million-dollar rematch in the horizon?
Again, that's why I personally have the utmost respect for Deontay, because again, who does that? He wants all the smoke. He wants the biggest fights that are out there in boxing. And what I like about him is that he's betting on himself. Reminds me of another guy that I know, Floyd Mayweather. And so anytime you put the onus on yourself and you're betting on yourself, the pressure's all on yourself, that's what it's all about. And I think the fans are the winners when it comes to that.
Is this a more difficult fight for Deontay Wilder than Tyson Fury?
I think it's a very difficult fight. It's a very dangerous fight because, again, he's been in there with him and he knows what he brings to the table. But there will be a better version of Ortiz than it was in the last fight. That's why it's going to be a great fight.
Moving away from November the 23rd, just want to touch on a few things Mayweather Promotions related. Gervonta Davis been making a bit of noise on social media lately, as he likes to do. Been calling out Josh Taylor, the recently unified 140-pound champion. Talk to me about that. Is that a realistic fight?
Gervonta Davis can do anything he wants to do, and we back him 100. If that's the fight that he wants to do, we backing him 100%. First things first, though. Gamboa, huge fight. First big fight in Atlanta in a long, long time. Thank you. Very excited. The entire state of Georgia, we put them on notice, and it's going to be a huge, huge event. It's going to be a packed, sold-out event, star-studded event. And again, from top to bottom, it's going to be an outstanding card. Badu Jack taking on WBA champ and Jean Pascal. That's going to be a great fight. Also, we know Pascal, what he brings to the table with being a veteran. He never takes a step back, and he brings the action. And that's the kind of fight that Badu is looking forward to. And that's going to be a war.
Staying with Gervonta, we're going to see him at lightweight now after having years of being tight at the weight. I won't say struggling at the weight, but being tight at the weight down at 130. What will that extra 5 pounds give Gervonta?
Again, it's when you're the man, you have options, and that's what Gervonta is utilizing, options. He wants to be champ at 135. He's been champ at 130. Could be a champ at 140. Again, the sky's the limit when you're young, and you want the big fights. You want the big fights. Again, he's 24 years old, and the sky is the limit. And again, I said it, and I'm going to keep on saying it. He's going to be the biggest star in this entire sport very, very soon.
I spoke to Devin Haney yesterday, the recently upgraded WBC lightweight champion. Before I talk about what he said, what do you make of that, him being elevated to WBC champion, having only just won the interim belt?
I have no problems with the WBC making him the champion, and they made Lomachenko the what they call it, the franchise champion. I have no problems with that. It has nothing to do with me. I think Haney's a terrific young fighter, and he's going to have a great career.
You spoke about a willingness to face Gervonta Davis at 135 pounds. How big a fight could that be?
Gervonta, I'm confident that Gervonta Davis can beat any of these guys that are out there. Him and any of these other 35-pounders. They're all terrific fighters, but my guy is the man.
Just final one for me. Obviously, you can hear by my accent, I'm from the UK. Somebody else from the UK who you seem to be having a prolonged back and forth with is Eddie Hearn. Where did that start? Where did that come from? Explain your relationship with Eddie.
There's no relationship. Again, I speak my mind and always going to speak my mind. I don't do the back and forth thing, and wish him and his company and his team the best of luck with everything, like I always do with anybody else.
How would you assess his foray into the American market so far?
He's a good promoter. That's about it. He's a good promoter, just like a lot of other good promoters out there.
Okay, well, Leonard Ellerbe, appreciate your time. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.